Okay, hi guys, it's Ghost Black here, and today I'm going to be talking about Gogeta. Now Gogeta is a character that I have been playing since the character came out, honestly. So back in season 2, on the end of season 2, same with him with Broly as well. This team that got out for him right here is my second team. My first team is the team that I showed you in the previous video, which was Blue Vegeta, DBS Broly, and basically so yeah. So today we're going to talk about Gogeta, mostly because one, I really enjoy the character, one of my favourites, and just to clear up all the disrespect that this character gets even after the patch, because I don't get why these people are downplaying this guy. Really don't get it. So yeah, let's get started. So let's check the first thing. One of the things that got changed about him, one of the most important things that got changed about him, was his frame data. So now this is -3. Before it was -5. So it was always safe, at the very least. So now he can actually properly stagger with it. So that's good. This is now -5. So that's good. Before it was like what, -8. The mediums are still unsafe, which I don't find any problem with, because most characters' mediums are unsafe anyway. There are only a few characters that actually have safe mediums, just not a lot, and no one has a safe heavy. Unless you're Jiren, because you know Jiren's heavy is a grab, so it's different. That's what I'm just gonna say. It's different. So yeah, and also let's talk about the beam. I'm gonna make him block right here. You see there, he got hit, and he set to auto guard all. Look, that's because the beam is now a built-in frame trap, similar to how I think that's how all beams work. After you hit them, after you do a combo with it, yeah, it's now a built-in frame trap. Let me check the guy gun. Okay, no, not really, but the Kamehameha on the ground is at least a frame trap. So basically you'll realise that most of his buffs are basically his moves just got sped up. Most of them anyway. Of course this didn't, because this was always 6 frames. This was always 11. But it's this, look at that. Up close, point blank is 12 frames. This also got faster as well. It's 11. This frame speed is just too low. You will see that most of his moves just got sped up. It's 14, point blank 13. The beam also got faster, point blank is 18 frames. Far away 26, so yeah. It's 1 frame faster than your average key blast, which is pretty good. Beam. Did this get 25? Yeah. It's the same speed as the Kamehameha, roughly. Actually no, it's not, it's alive. Yeah, it's just not, never mind. Never mind. But yeah, so basically most of his moves just got faster, which definitely helps, because they either got faster or the frame data increased. The speed of the decrease startup of the moves really helps him, because it increases his damage on his combos. He gets new combos, so like stuff like this. Look at that, 5.5k with using no meter or assist. That's really good. That combo could have been done before, because once again this move got faster, this move got faster, and this got faster. I thought I didn't talk about this, so that move got faster as well. Point blank is 13, sorry. Before, in the other combos, you had to end combos like this. You had to end it like that. You couldn't do that because it will miss, because it was too slow. But now that I made it faster, you can now end in combos, giving you extra damage. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's talk about his damage now that we're here. Gogeta never had a problem with damage, honestly, but now his damage is definitely better. Like, he can get over 4k easily from a 2L. Pretty easily. Let me show you. Look at that. It's not even optimal. Let me show you something else. I flopped it. Yeah. That's from a flipping heavy. That's from a flipping down 2L. So yeah, this guy's damage is really good. Next, what's his specials? What's his specials? Soul Strike. Oh yeah, it's the records. It's the records in it. Yeah, let's talk about the records. Good, it's the records. That's the light, full light, all. That's what happens if you just do press square. That's what happens if you just do. That's all heavy, and that's there. I always have trouble connecting that. I don't understand why. Yeah, I always have trouble with it. I don't understand. Let me just jump. Yeah. That's the only problem with that move, is that it gets away. It uses up both properties of your smash. That's what I'm saying. That's the only problem with it, in my opinion. It's fast. Oh, and the buff to it goes full screen. 20 frames. Pretty good if you ask me. And what makes this move even better is that it now gels. If you do this into a Kamehameha, you can do the Kamehameha first into that. That's now a true block string. That's really good. That means I'm instantly in. So that's a buff to his neutral already. And if it does hits, that combos as well. So yeah. So yeah, that's a buff to his neutral. Yeah, the thing doesn't coincide nothing, but at least it's better than it was before, because it was literally no point of doing that full screen. What else? Useless. Rising Vortex, that's a DP in it. Yeah, it's a DP. Invincibility. See where it says invincibility there? This one's only invincible to jump attack, so if someone's in the air, and if they do anything, like literally anything, so unless they go have a reversal of their own, which I don't even know what happens if you both do that, because they're both reversals, but pretty fast, 10 frames. It's fast, 10 frames. The good thing about this one is that you can't cross it up, because that's, so you know that those circles behind around him, it means you can't cross him up when he's doing it. That goes for his medium one as well. The only one you can is obviously the EX, because it's different, isn't it? But yeah, so light one is invincible to jump attacks. The medium one's fully invincible, so it's invincible to everything. And same thing with the EX one. and if you're in the corner, you get a full combo. Yeah, you know, stop it. DP is also used to start combos as well. Yeah, so yeah, definitely one of the best DPs in the game in my opinion, because one, you can't cross up because of his hitbox basically, and that's basically almost unheard of in this game. I think the only characters in this game with DPs that you can't cross up is obviously Gogeta, Beerus, and now Master Roshi. Beerus because his DP is a key blast, so it literally goes everywhere. And Master Roshi, well, because it's Master Roshi's DP is ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. It's too good. It's too good. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah. That's the DP. What's next? Oh, sorry. That's Gogeta's music. It's really good. I really like it. I don't like it as much as DB as Broly's, but still among one of my favorite tracks in this game. Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh, you can also do the DPs in the air. I forgot to mention. So yeah, that's also rare in this game. Most DPs in this game can only be done on the ground. I think the only ones in this game that can do in the air is obviously Gogeta, Cooler. I know Cooler does because I play that character. I'm not sure if can Beerus do a DP in the air. I'm not sure. Oh, and Super Vegeta, obviously, Super Saiyan Vegeta. But I'm not sure with Beerus. I'm gonna have to check that with Beerus. So yeah, next, what was it called? Multiplex after range. You can use this to trick. You can use it to trick your opponent, like this, something like this. It's something. Whoops, he's not blocking. Why are you not blocking? Something like that. I did it wrong, but you get the idea. Let me try again. Whoops. Something like that. Yeah, so you can do. It can be used as a mix-up tool. It can be. Yeah, it can be done as a mix-up tool. And then Dragon Rush. Go for your tick rope. Yeah, so yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, it can be used as a mix-up tool. Don't let anyone say that it can't be. They're liars if they say that. I don't understand why people say Gogeta doesn't have mix. What are you talking about? Yeah, it might be quote-unquote reactable, but it really doesn't matter. Like, yeah, so what if it's reactable? There are a lot of things in this game that's reactable, and yet people still get hit by it. So if people don't get hit by it, then yeah, you can say it's weak, but it's not weak if people get caught by it. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But yeah, moving on. Oh, since I did the grab. Oh no, let's continue with the move because we're not done. This move can also be used. I mostly use it after Super Dash combo because can use it like that. You can use it like that because usually after a super dash combo, the character has to like vanish to get it. Yeah, they usually have to vanish. A normal character do something like that because they just can't combo after a vanish. They can't do it. Most characters, but Gogeta doesn't have to spend a vanish. He can just do the after image, get sliding knockdown meterless, so he can get sliding knockdown anywhere on screen. So that's good. I mean, that's not really a buff. He could always do that, but yeah. So next, I think that's that move done. It's a mix-up tool, and it could be used to get sliding knockdown after a super dash combo. So yeah, it's pretty good. Next, the last special move he has is Punisher Grab. That's his command grab. 33 frames up. I mean 33 frames full screen. I mean, yeah, it's kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you can get tricky with it. You can get a little funny with it. You know how I mentioned before you could do this. Oh no, well technically, well you don't really the thing is, you don't have to do that. I mean, you could vanish. I don't understand why you would, but you can. It's a true block string. They can't reflect, so it costs less bar to do that, so you just do that. It gives a -4 as well, yeah, so just do that and then use assist to keep it himself plus. Which, yeah. But instead of ending in that, he could do this. Trick them. He could. Obviously they'll keep going for it because it's definitely reactable. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying it isn't, but it's nice that you can do that. Yeah, it goes full screen. And the thing about Gogeta's grab that makes it unique is that the closer you are to your opponent, the faster it is. So you see there, it's 38 frames. When I do full screen, it's 32. So when I move a little bit forward, whoopsie daisy. When I move a little bit forward, it's 31. So let's move it even more forward. 29. So yeah, you get it. You understand. 30. Oops, and move backwards. That's not bad. It's still good. 29. Whoopsie daisy. 28. 28. 26. That's the same speed as Germans. Grab, by the way. From this distance, 25. Point blank is 25. So yeah, the fastest this grab can get is 25. It's 1 frame slower than your average grab. Right, let's get to you now here. Wait, that's not supposed to be 26. The flip? Yeah, there we go, 24. That's the speed of your average grab. So Gogeta's is 1 frame slower. So if you do the grab point blank range, 27, what the flip? The flip? It's not supposed to be 26. Why is it changing? Hey, you're supposed to be 25. You're supposed to be 25 frames. Yeah, there we go. Game's hard to lie to me. Yeah, so it's 1 frame slower than your average grab. Like DBS Bowley on the other team, his grab is also this. It's also 24 frames. So yeah, it's 1 frame slower than your average grab, 1 frame faster than Jiren's grab, and like 3 frames, and it's 3 frames. It's 3 frames faster than Master Roshi's grab. So yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's like slightly, barely slower than your average grab, but It's only 1 frame difference. Does that really make? Does it? Is that really big of a difference? Like, it's only 1 frame difference. I don't know. It's only 1 frame difference. Like, I don't see why it's that big of a deal, honestly. But yeah, that's it. That's the grab. So let's talk now. Let's talk about the 2L. I do agree that yeah, it's got more range than probably any other grab in this game. Wait, let's do round start. It hits round start. It's definitely got more range. I think it's like German's 2L. Maybe not. Maybe slightly more, maybe slightly less, I'm quite sure. But it does hit round start, so that's good. I do agree that it shouldn't be this slow, considering that it's point blank is 11 frames. I do agree it should be at the very least 9 or 8 frames, considering that it's a slide, because it'll be broken. It'll be broken if this thing was like what, 7 or 6 frames, because it's a slide. It's a slide in 2L. It's not like your average 2L. It's not like your average 2L like this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Most 2Ls don't have good range. Most of them don't. Look at this. Their standing jab usually has better range. You see there. See, 2L misses, but this hits. Same thing with TN. Look at that. It hits. Yeah, look at that. And this hits. This hits. But this misses. So yeah, I do agree that it shouldn't be 11, maybe like 9 or 8 frames, honestly. But I'm saying, like, it just means you can't do 50-50s, which is completely fine. Nothing's completely wrong with that. But to say that it does have mix at all is a bunch of lies. Like, a character that doesn't have mix is Gogeta. Gogeta doesn't have mix. He doesn't. He just doesn't. Gogeta does. So that's a bunch of lies. I don't understand why people say that. Really don't. Point blank, his grab is 25. 25. This game can show it to me. It's usually 25. Yeah, there we go. Point blank is 25. So I don't understand what you people do. I don't understand. It's just 1 frame slower than your average grab. How can that be such a big difference? And yeah, this thing, maybe it is slow. But you can't technically react to it, because so if you can't react to a 17 frame grab, you technically can't react to this. Its range is good. It's just that I'm saying that, yeah, I do agree that it shouldn't be 11. It should be 9 or 8 frames at the very least. Don't make it 7, because it is a grab. I mean, it is a slide. So because it has more range than your average, it has more range than your average 2L. So they should just speed it up a little, like by 3. Speed it up by 3 frames, so that it's 8 frames instead. Don't make it just like 7 frames, because that'll be unfair. If you have a slide that's like the same speed, I think that could be unfair. And he has a 6 frame jab anyway, so it's completely fine. Completely fine, honestly. I don't see what's the big deal. So next, let's go into his assist. the one I pick is of course the A assist for obvious reasons. One is full screen, thanks to the buff it got recently, which is really nice. Before it used to stop right here, so it always had good range. But now it's full screen, which is nice. Yeah, which is nice. And as you can see, number two also causes a wall bounce. Yeah, so converting off it is no problem at all. It's not, the speed's not bad either. Good hit stun. Already mentioned, I mean, yeah, the block stun is okay, average, but considering that it has this much hit stun, and it's a wall bounce, and it goes full screen, and it's a physical cat, which means you beat super dash. So yeah, I'd say to go with the B assist, A assist. B assist is just DP. It's a little bit better than what it was, but I still think the A assist is the way to go. Of course, it depends on what kind of this team you're playing. If you want to go with, if you don't have any, one of your characters don't. If you want a DP assist and one of your characters don't have one, just go like Gogeta B is an option. I wouldn't advise it, but you know, you can pick whatever you want, of course. C assist is gotta go. You know, standard. It has a little tracking, nothing great. Nothing great. Yeah, it does track. It does its best to track. It does its best to track. Because I would just be careful when picking C assist, because obviously you have the added cooldown. So just be careful when you use it. So yeah, that's the assist done. Yeah, that's the assist done. I think we've gone over everything, isn't it? What if I'm missing? What am I missing? Oh no. Let's talk about his units. So he has 2 level 1s. He has one level 1 that can be done only on the ground. A level 1 that can be done on the ground and in the air. A level 1 that can only be done in the air, and he has a level 3 which turns into a level 5 if you hold down the button. Yeah. I'm going to show you. This is his God Punisher. Yeah. Which is also level 2. So I didn't mention that before, I think. Yeah. Also level 2. So it's also level 2. He has the Big Bang, which is usually stronger than God Punisher. Let's see how much damage this is. 49, 52. I flipped that badly. Okay, so the God Punisher one is better for use. The scaling is pretty good compared to the Big Bang Karma. So I would advise using this. And you can also add extra damage to it whenever you feel like it. So So just making it stronger than the Big Bang Karma overall. The next super is this. Look at this. It looks sick though for a level 1. That looks really good. Beat some level 3s in this game, honestly. That's the Stardust 4-1. Wow, in the air. So yeah, that one can only be done in the air. And last but not least, we have to talk about the level 3. Next one's gonna wipe you off the face of the planet. It's sick, man. I love that super. So yeah, that's called a meteor explosion. And of course, like I mentioned before, you can hold R2. You can hold R1 to get your follow-up. You'll spend extra 2 bars to get your level 5. Sick, man. It does a buttload of damage. I think it's like what, the strongest level 5 in the game? Maybe, I don't know. Could be wrong, but yeah. Yeah, that's basically, that's his move list done. So, am I missing anything? Right, let me show you just a few combos. Like, this is your scaled combo that I found. There might be even better options out there, I don't know. Whoops, I dropped it. Whoops, dropped it again. Dropped it again. What am I doing? I'm waiting too long. What do you think? The thing is, you have to delay that 2M. Otherwise, they won't. Otherwise, the jumping medium, the jumping heavy will miss. Yeah, that's how much damage he gets off scaled. There's also another combo here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it's not as much damage as this one. Yeah, it's not as much damage as that one. That's okay. Yeah, so as I mentioned already, his damage is really good. Damage is not a problem. Yeah, so you can't mash this. You can't, because look, that happens. You have to delay. You have to delay the 2M. When you do the 2M, don't go straight into that. No, you have to delay the, what's it called? I don't know what that's called. What do you call that? Let's just call it standing heavy, standing medium. So you can't just go straight into it, because this will happen. It won't hit. So you have to delay. Okay. You have to delay it a bit to get that. So before, his damage is really good, so this is probably killing. And because Tien's there, because Tien's level 1 is the strongest in the game. So this is killing. Yeah. So yeah, it took, probably not practical, but it took 7 bars with no spark. I don't use spark, so let's say if, you probably won't need that. But yeah, look at the range of this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Not only did they make this faster, but they made it go even further. The range was always good on this move, by the way. before they buffed it. Look at that. Look at that. That range is mad. It's wicked fast as well, I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Yeah, look. So yeah. Now, last but not least, we're gonna talk about team synergy. For me, this is not the order I put him at the back. I put him in the mid because his thing goes full screen. Whoops, daisy. That's the wrong assist. I don't use the assist. This is the assist I do. It goes full screen, so I basically treat it as a beam because it goes full screen, and you can't super dash it either. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, so I put him second. This is my second team. Do Goku here. Get my combo in. If I don't drop it. If I don't drop it. Okay. But yeah, you get the idea. And obviously, yeah, that's Gogeta. So for me, for the Gogeta team sync, you just need a character. So let's get this man to block. So you need a character that has like, at the very least, 40 frames of box on, so that he can get the little smiths with this. To do this. To do this. What I mentioned before. So to do this. Whoops. Yeah, you fix it. Mix with that. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, so you could get something like that. And then with that, you could be faster than me. Don't wait there. That was an accident. Yeah, you could, yeah, to get as fast as possible. So you can do that. Yeah. So what I advise you can play in mid like I do because of how good his ace is. Or you can play in point, of course. Every character's better at point that they are by themselves. I do mid because you know his aces is really good. But I can go to the character selection to help you. Let me see that one. So you could do Gogeta. Yeah, you could do this too, because I think Gogeta goes with base Goku anyway, because they're both going to. He goes with Spirit Bomb and I think Vegeta does as well. So yeah, you could do this with does a good amount of blocks done. His A assist does good amount, and his B assist does 40. So yeah. And obviously bar up B. Bar up B. You could do this. Could do this too. Would this work? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, you could do Roshi B or bar up B. So yeah. So yeah, you can. During A, really good. Good as team. Of course, you can switch up the assist if you want. You won't really need base Goku A, because Jiren A does more block stun than his, so you won't really need it. But you can do both if you want. If you want to make sure you never run out of meter, just do this, because that B assist gives him frickin' a full bar. So that's fine. So yeah, that's ridiculous. So you never run out of meter with this thing on. Just keep spamming it. So yeah. Yeah, that's my little guide of Gogeta this patch. Overall, I do think he is a pretty fine character. Definitely jumped up to where he used to be. I think before I would have put him B, honestly. As someone who's been playing him since he came out, I do think he's gotten better. He's definitely A tier or A plus at the very least. I'm just saying. So you know, I disagree with what people are saying. I just don't understand why people are downplaying Gogeta so much. I really don't. He's got a really good assist, really good damage, really good range on his normals. His frame data is okay at the very least. It's not like flat out bad like it used to be. And even before, I play a character. I play a character who is like what? He probably has the worst frame data in the game, which is Esperoli. I've been playing Esperoli since the beginning, and he definitely, and when I tell you that he definitely has worse frame data than Gogeta, he definitely does. I've showed you in other videos, in previous videos, his frame data is absolutely terrible. At least Gogeta has 1 or 2 moves that are safe on block. Gogeta has 2. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. The only reason Esperoli's, the only use of Esperoli that is safe is 2 of the specials. That's it. None of his normals are safe on block, not even his keyboards. So yeah, if you people want to say that his frame data is terrible, go play Esperoli, then come back to me. Of course, that doesn't mean Esperoli's bad. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying just because a character's frame data isn't good or bad, that doesn't automatically mean the character itself is bad. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's my guide, my video on the Gogeta guide this season. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.